Hi everyone. We'll give people a couple of minutes to join, and we should get started at about 6:04.
Hello.
We'll get started in a few minutes. Just let a couple other people join. We'll get started in a minute or so. All right. We'll go ahead and get started. Um, so, if you could just take a moment to either open up Eclipse or REPL.it and um, so that you can follow along with my code. Um, I'll go ahead and share my screen. All right. Uh, 1 second. All right. So today we'll be finishing up chapter 2, going over strings and the math class. And we'll also be doing some practice problems on strings on another website, which I'll show you in a couple minutes. Um, so yeah, I'm just setting up a new file uh for the strings. Um, if you want to work on the same document, or sorry, the same file that you had last time, that's perfectly fine. Otherwise, you can go ahead and create a new one. All right, so strings. So strings are basically they're objects that store a sequence of characters. Just to put it simply, it's basically text. So, if you remember over here yesterday when we did our um classes, we had a string name um that stored our name. So it just strings just basically they store text. And yeah, that's there you can think of it as a sequence of characters. Uh so there are several ways that you can initialize a string or basically to create a string. So the first way is just saying string, say the variable name and then set it equal to the value. So I'll just do that over here. So string str equals hi. And then another way you can do it is also string. So you can have a string variable name and you can say new string and put the text or the sequence of characters inside of the parentheses. And so if you remember from last time, when we were creating our like a house class or like a person class, when we created it we said new house and then we put the information that we wanted in the parentheses. So just like that, a string is also like it's its own class, and you can create objects of the class. So you can also use the new, and remember the new, it triggers the constructor. So yeah, you can also use this format to create a string. So I'll go ahead and just type this out. All right. And you can also create a string by adding on to another string. Mohammed, do you have a question?
Yes. Um, so can we call it public class main?
Uh, if you're creating a new one, you can call it something different because I think you would already have main. Um, so
Oh,
yeah,
right. String demo, that's it.
yeah. But yeah, you can call this like, I don't know, just any, you can just don't call it main because you already have a main file. Um, all right. Okay, and the third way that you can create a string is by adding on to another string. And this is something called concatenation. But so basically you say string str3 over here. We have str, and as we did earlier, str is equal to hi, and then we can add on to it space everybody. So since we added space everybody to hi, now string 3 should store hi everybody. So we can go ahead and try this out. So if we print out all these strings, so yeah, the first two are hi, and then you can see for the third one, it added everybody to the end of hi. So it says hi, everybody. All right. And so the characters that are in these strings, they're stored based on an index. So like the first character in the string is 0, the second is 1, the third index is 2, and etc. You'll learn arrays in, I believe, like in a later one of these classes. But arrays are very similar. So just to demonstrate what I mean, uh So if you can see my drawing, so basically, uh, so the strings can be broken up into characters. So let's say we have hi. So this is the first character, and this is the second character. So over here, if we want to have the index, so the index for H is going to be 0. Um, and then the index for I is going to be 1. And this will be important a bit later. But just note how um hang on, it's a bit hard to see, but it's instead of the first character being starting with index 1, like how you normally count, 1, 2, 3, 4, it starts with 0. So it'll go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So um yeah, I can do the same thing with another string. So if I have a string like, let's say it's hello. So H, E, L, uh O, and I'm putting these quotation marks to just show that they're characters. And we have our indexes over here. Um, so it'll start from 0, then go 1, 2, 3, 4. Mohammed, you have a question?
Yes. Could you go a little slower because you're going a little like fast?
Okay. So just to re-explain, basically strings are made up of individual like characters, like basically like, like letters of the alphabet. Um, and so there are these things called indexes, and indexes just assign a number to each of these characters. And so the first character in the string, it gets assigned to 0. The second character gets assigned to 1. The third, it gets to 2, and so on. So it's when you count, it'll start from 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4. Um, all right. Let's see. Okay, I'll go ahead and keep explaining. So yeah, as I was saying, the characters in the string, they're stored based on index, and it starts from 0, then goes to 1, and then 2, and then so on. All right, and then you can also concatenate strings if you use the plus symbol. And so this word concatenate, it just means um it just means combining the strings. So uh let me see. So concatenate, this just means combine. All right. So, and then you can use the plus symbol when you want to concatenate strings together. So let's say we have hello and everyone, and we want to combine it together. Um, we have hello plus, then we have a space over here so that it's not like squished together. And then we have over here everyone. And so if you add those together, if you add those words together, it'll become hello everyone. So I can demonstrate this over here. So let's say we want to print out a combination of, if we want to concatenate stuff together. So, and we did some concatenation over here when we had the plus, but uh, so we say hello, then plus, and then the next thing we want to add space, then plus, and everybody. So when we run this, it'll print everything all together. So hello, everybody. All right. Uh, t- 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 okay. And so in addition to that, you can also have, so instead of just having a string plus another string, you can also have an expression, which we went over, I believe a couple classes ago. Um, just any sort of math expression with like plus, minus, times, or divide. So, so yeah, I can also go over this. So if we want to print out, so we can say number with a colon space. Then if we want to add, so if we want to concatenate or combine things together, then we have a plus here. And then we can put this in expression over here. So, 9 plus 8 divided by 4.0, for example. So yeah, it'll basically what this will do is it'll print out number, and then right after that, um it'll print out whatever this expression evaluates to. So 9 plus 8 is 17 divided by 4.0, that'll be 4.25. So if I print this out, as you can see over here, it prints out number, colon, uh, space, and then 4.25. Um, all right. Uh, so this is just a quick note. Strings are what we call immutable. So they can't be changed unless they're reassigned. Uh, it's a bit of a complicated concept. So for now, don't worry too much about it. But if you want to just like quickly memorize something, just strings are immutable since uh they can't be changed unless they're reassigned. But yeah, if you do take APCS in the future, immutable is just it'll be a word that comes up. Uh all right, so now string methods. So these are some more interesting parts of strings. Uh remember methods are basically their behaviors and functions. They're uh basically methods are things that objects can do. So yeah. So so this first one over here, uh oh, so this first one over here, it's just the constructor. Remember the constructor is used to create a new object. Um George, if you could just type it in the chat, that would be easier. Let me see. I'm listening. Second. Yeah, but I can send this code in the chat right now. Um, Mohammed, you have a question?
Yes. The last sentence. Can I copy it?
Uh, sure. Uh, yeah, the strings are immutable. Do you have it copied? Okay. Um, I can go back into explaining methods. So, the first method that we can go over is um okay, it's basically dot equals up here. So basically it tells you if two strings are equal to each other. So so if you remember up here we had str, which is equal to high, and str2, which is also equal to high. So if I have a Boolean variable that it basically, remember, a Boolean, it stores either true or false. So if I say Boolean is equal and check whether str dot equals, remember this is our new method, str2, and then I can print this out. Put some space. Okay. So yeah, if I print this out, it prints out true because so str1 is equal to high, str2 is also equal to high, so it prints out true when you check if they're equal to each other. Um, then uh, so we have Mohammed question.
Let me copy it for just for a minute.
Uh, do you wanna? Okay, yeah, it can copy this part down. I pasted the first part over here. This part, I pasted it in the chat.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Um, I can also check if str over here is equal to str3. So that should be false because str is equal to high, but then str3 is equal to high everybody. So if I say Boolean is equal to, I'm just gonna call it is equal to. Um, I set it equal to str dot equals str3, and then if I print this out, so this should print out false because these strings are not equal to each other. So yeah, so the first string, it prints out true, or so the first one prints out true since so the first one prints out true since they're equal to each other, and the second one prints out false since str is not equal to str3. All right. Um, so I'll go. Okay, so I'll go ahead and copy this. Um, I'll copy this in the chat. Um, but yeah, so these two were prints out true because they were equal. This one prints out false because they weren't equal. So yeah, I just pasted the next part in the chat if you want to copy it and haven't had the time to write it down. Um, okay. So the next um the next method we'll go over is length. So length basically returns the number of characters in the string. So uh let's say we have a string that's hello. So if we count the number of letters in hello, it's H. Um, I can write it out. Uh, so HELLO. So it has five characters. So the length equals five. 5. Um, if we have our string like if we have a string called hi, it has 2 letters. So the length would be equal to 2. So yeah, that's just how the length method works. Um, I'll go ahead and demonstrate it. So yeah, if we would just want to print out the length of str, so str is equal to hi. So if we do str dot length, that'll print out the length of the string, which should be 2, since there's h and I, so the length should be equal to 2. Um, so yeah, it prints out 2 over here. Let me actually just take that out. So yeah, the length is 2. And we can actually add some text before it. Um, so using the concatenation that we learned about with the plus symbol, we can make the text a bit nicer. So it'll say str length 2. Um, so yeah, we can do the same thing for str3. So str3 length, str3 dot. Okay, so it's a lot longer. It has hi everybody. So, um, so yeah, we can print this out. So it's 12 characters long. Um, so remember there's hi, there's a space in between, and then there's everybody. So if we count everything, H is the first one, I is the second one. There's a space over here, which we have to count. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are a total of 12 characters. That's why the length is 12. Um, yeah, okay. I can put the code in the chat after each one. Um, so yeah, I just put the new code in the chat for length. Okay, so The next method is substring. So substring allows you to get a part of the string. So let's say I have the string, just going back to this hello. If we want to just get a part of it, like, I don't know, like hello without the H, we can use the substring method, and substring will allow us to get a part of the string instead of the whole thing. Um, so yeah, there are two ways you can, so this is where indexes are important. Remember how the index of the string, it starts from 0, then it goes to 1, then 2, then 3, and then so on. So for the substring, you need to in the parentheses, you need to put in the indexes from where you want to take the substring. So one way you can do it is have I put two numbers in here. So index 1, um that's where you start, and index 2 is going to be where you end, and it won't include that one. So if we have, for example, uh I can do a quick drawing. But if we have, so hello, uh, so if we have hello, remember it starts from 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4. So let's say we just want um we just want the letters ELL. Um, so if we want to do that, then we can do so then we'll do something so we do hello or whatever variable that we have dot substring. So then we need to put the starting index. So the starting index is 1 because that's the index for E. And then the ending index. So the ending index is exclusive, which means that it doesn't, so that whatever at the end, whatever letter is at the end index is not included. So what you want to do is go to the end of the part of the string you want. So we want the L over here, right? So the index is equal to 3. And then because it's exclusive, you want to go one more. So it would be hello dot substring 1 comma 4, and that will give you uh ELL. So I can go ahead and do this in the code. Um so if I have string, I'll just call the variable name hello so it's easier. Um yeah. And then let's say we want to so we want to find ELL. So I'll just print it out immediately. So we can do hello dot substring, and so the beginning index is 1. That'll give us the E. And then the last index is 4 because we want to go all the way up to L, but then we have to add 1. So don't put 3, we put 4 because the last index is exclusive, which means it's not included. Um, so yeah, if we print this out, we get ELL. Um, so yeah. So remember, the starting index is included in the string. The ending index, you have to go to the last index plus 1, because it's exclusive. All right. Uh, I'll go ahead. Oh yeah, and then there's another way we can use substring. Um, let me clear this. So another way we can use substring is just with one index, and that'll give us the starting index, and then it'll go all the way to the end of the string. So if we have um so let's say we want to get ELLO. So that'll start at E and then it goes all the way to the end of the string. So in order to do that, we can do hello dot substring, and we can just put the beginning index. So the beginning index is 1 since that's where E is, and then it'll go all the way to the end. So it'll be ELLO. So if we print this out, it prints out LO without the H. Um, since we started at the index 1 and we went all the way to the end. All right, I'll paste this in the chat. Um, all right. Now, so I already went over equals. Uh, the next one is compare to. So this allows us to compare strings like alphabetically. Um, so if so it'll return a number that's negative if something, so let's say we have two strings, or let's say we have, so string A and string B. They're just variable names. So if we do A dot compare to B, so if this returns something that's negative, so something that's less than 0, then A comes before B in the alphabet. Um, so like uh if you have like apple versus like banana, apple, it starts with the A, so it comes earlier in the alphabet, so it'll return a negative number. Mohammed, you have a question?
Yes. When I run it and I press cancel, it doesn't say false. I mean, true and false. To
Uh, yeah. Just can you just paste the code in the chat because I'm not exactly sure.
at the first and the end,
Oh, hang on, let me. So which part is not working?
like the string theme. I will like copy it and I will give it to you.
Okay.
Is there something wrong or something?
So wait, what was the issue? Mohammed, what was the problem with the console?
Well, there is no error, and when I run it, it doesn't say true, false, number two.
Oh, okay.
Trying to stuff. I only have the last sentence. House size after adaptation 2,600. That's it.
Okay, try adding this statement, system, I can just send it to you. System dot the println line is equal. I think you just needed to print it out. This should print out the true fault part.
Is it at the end of the sentence?
You can add it at the end, or you can,
Oh, add it.
it'll work. Um, I'll give you this one, the next one that I'm sending you, it should print out false. Um, so yeah, just try that and then see if it prints out true, false.
So I run it.
Yeah, you can run it.
It says one error.
Uh, oh yeah, do you have the semicolons and everything?
Yes.
Okay,
Everything you wrote, I put it here.
yeah. Uh, okay, wait, just paste your current code in, and then I can help you. But I'll just go over this, and then I can help you soon.
Wait, what do you mean?
I'll go over these other methods, and then after that I can help you with the parts that are not,
Okay.
um, yeah. Okay, so compare to, like I was saying, you can compare stuff alphabetically. So if we have a string A and string B, if we do A dot compare to B and it's negative, that means A comes before B in the alphabet. If it's equal to 0, that means they're the exact same word. And then uh if A dot compared to B is positive, then that means A comes after B in the alphabet. And the A and B, these are just the variable names, they're not the actual strings. Um, so yeah, I can just show an example on the code. Um, okay. Uh, okay, so let's say we have two strings. String A equals apple. String B equals banana. And so if we print out uh A dot compare to B, so this should print out a negative, I believe, because it comes before in the alphabet. So yeah, you can see it prints out a negative number since A dot compared to B. Since A comes before B in the alphabet, um, so like for apple, banana, A comes before B in the alphabet, so it'll print out a negative number. Um, if we do, for example, uh, so yeah, we can change these strings to something else. So like if I say, um, you know, I don't know, head, uh, toe. Um, so H comes before T in the alphabet. It also prints out a negative number. Um, so if we compare head and apple, so uh, head comes later in the alphabet than apple. So when we run this and print it prints out a positive number. So it prints out 7 over here. And then if these two strings are the exact same, then you see over here it prints out 0 since they're the exact same. So yeah, so if we so if something comes before another word in the alphabet, it'll be negative. If it comes after it, it'll be positive, and if they're the same word, it'll be 0. So yeah, I'll just keep my original example. And then I'll paste this in the chat. Uh, No. all right, and then so we have one more thing to go over. Uh, so we have one more method to go over called index of. So it returns the index where uh the start of a certain string um appears within another string. So let's say we have a string um hi everyone, and if we want to find out, so let's say we have a variable called a where this is stored. If we want to find out where what index the everyone starts at, we can do a dot index and then of, and then in the parentheses we have everyone. And so this will return which index the everyone starts at. So we can count it ourselves for now. So it goes 0, 1, 2 for the space, and then 3 over here. So this should be equal to 3. I'll go ahead and do this in the code. Just to 1 second. Okay. Uh, so yeah, if we have a string, I'll just call it str4 equals hi everyone. Um, so if we do str4 dot index of everyone, um, oh yeah, print this out. So like system dot out dot println str4 dot index of everyone. So this should print out 3 because as we counted the in everyone, it starts at index 3. So yeah, it prints out 3 over here, as you can see. We can do another one. So if we want to figure out, str4 dot index of 1, for example. Um, so yeah, we can count that ourselves too. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we want to get the string just 1, it would be at index 8. So if I run this, you see it prints out 8 over here since though, since you find the one string at index 8. Now, one more example. Let me clear this off the board. Uh, okay. So let's say we do something that, you know, a string that's not even included in the string. So like, hi everyone, let's say we want to find, I don't know, apple, right? Apple's not even in this hi everyone string. So if we try to run this, it'll return -1. And basically the -1, it tells you that apple is not in the string. Um, so yeah, this is a quick rundown of all of the methods. Um, let me I'll paste the code in the chat. But there are a lot more methods for string that I can, so I'll just give you this link over here. Uh you won't need all of these, but if you want to like play around with some of them, uh feel free. Um so yeah, the link I just sent has like a bunch of string methods. Um and then let me go ahead and copy this in the chat. Uh all right. Mohammed, you have a question? You have a question? Is there's
Yes. Could you copy your like code?
Yeah, I just copied the part over here.
Like system.out at this, the new words you mean.
Yeah, the um new stuff is
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Um so yeah, uh let me resend the link if you want to see all the string methods. Um but these are just the main ones that you'll need. Uh so all right. Uh so right now, Mohammed, you have a question?
Yes, I have, when I run it, I have 4 errors.
What are the errors saying?
One saying system.out.println, and another one is cannot find a string A equals apple. What uses all the new words uses throat.
Uh
All the new words.
see. Wait. Uh Hang on. I'll send this in the main chat.
So like delete everything.
Let me see. Uh, okay. If you have any errors, just you can. I sent the entire code. So if you want to try just deleting everything and copying all of this, I think it could work.
So
Um, yeah. And then also, if that works, then uh, also I can send something else. This is like the most it's like the new stuff that I just added. I just sent it.
I have
Um,
one error
okay.
with the new words.
What does it say?
Places. Oh, it is not the new one here. Oh, so this. See, it says public class string theme. Could I share my
Wait, can you send? Okay, wait, can you just copy the error? Let me see what the error is saying.
I think you can't copy the error.
If you go to the console, can you try copying the error and just
Wait,
wait?
which one? Yeah, in console, I can't.
Okay.
Could I share my page?
Wait, can you send the code?
Okay.
Uh, Betty, you have a question?
If I add nothing in the quotation mark, why is it also zero?
Let me see. So like if you do, let me test this out. So, okay. Oh yeah, okay, so it prints out zero. Um, I think that's because like technically at the start of the string, there's there's like nothing. Um, so like so like the first time that there's like just a quotation marks at the start. But yeah, that's pretty interesting because haven't I haven't seen that before.
But
Um,
when it's H, it's also zero.
yeah. I thought so. Let me see. Str the index of H. So yeah, that should also be zero because yeah, that's the first index. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. I actually haven't tried this before. Um, if you want, you can, I guess, just go on Google and search up why, but yeah, I've never actually seen this done before, so that's pretty weird, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
坏了，这么说也单纯，那就不知道呗。嗯，
Okay, Muhammad.
It's kind of weird.
Oh, okay. You see at the end of the first part that you texted, uh, delete the
Which
cur-
one? At the top or the end?
for the first message that you sent, just delete. I just sent you delete the curly brace at the end over like right after you say string str4 equals hi everyone. Delete the curly brace.
Oh, there isn't any.
After hang on, after str sorry, after string str4 equals hi everyone.
It is at the bottom and it is on the end, not at the top.
At the like, is there one right after you?
No,
No, there isn't one.
I
Uh,
think it is like a hair problem, something. No,
because in the chat, what you sent, I can see there are two.
oh, I forgot one more. There is two at the bottom. Just don't see those.
Okay. let me see. Okay, so I'll give you a break in a couple of minutes. But before that, uh, I'll just send the link to this website in the chat that we'll be doing some practice problems from. Um, but yeah. So basically, so this website, it's called Coding That. Um, so I sent the link in the chat and it just has a bunch of uh coding problems. So what I want you to do is when you're on the website, there'll be something called string dash one. Um, just go ahead and click on it. Um, and so yeah. Oh yeah, you can create an account also over here in the uh top right if you would like. But otherwise it'll just save your progress. But if you don't want to, you can also just leave it. That's fine. So so yeah, I'll just go ahead and demonstrate how the
Which name should we do? Is it the first one, hello name H?
uh wait, so don't do anything yet. I'll just I can just demonstrate it. But yeah, so Naga, do you have a question?
Uh, Before this, what do we need to do? I forgot what we need to click.
Oh, just so go to the I sent a link in the chat, codingbat.com, and then over here there's string dash one you should see. Click on that, and then it should take you to this page.
Okay.
All right. So just to get an idea of how these problems work, if you so you can follow along with me. So click on this first one called hello name. Um, so basically, uh, so basically with these type of problems, there's a function, and you wanna yeah, so you always have to like return an answer. So instead of doing system.out.println, uh, you'll just want to just do return. And remember, we used return before, in our over here, uh, when we wanted to, get the number of people, we return num people. So just like that, we'll be using return over here. So if we read through this problem, so it says, given a string name, example Bob, return a greeting in the form hello Bob. So uh so what we want to do is uh so I'll just create a new string, I'll just call it answer equals hello. So hello space, and then we can use concatenation, which I talked about here, and basically just combining strings together. So we use the plus symbol. So we do hello plus name semicolon, and then you can return the answer. Um, oh yeah, and then sorry, so this will give you the feedback basically to see if your answer is working or not. So right now I have everything wrong right now. Because you have to add a exclamation mark at the end. So I'll do plus and exclamation mark. So if I do this, you should get so once you've gotten a problem correct, it'll say all correct. So yeah, this is just an example problem. I thought I'd go over it, and then I'll assign you some other problems to do soon. Um, oh yeah, also just another quick thing, instead of doing string answer equals this, you can just directly say return uh hello plus hello space plus name plus exclamation. So yeah, this will work too. Um, so uh, so yeah, that's just an example of one of the problems. I'll paste this in the chat, in case you need to copy it down. Um, So yeah, we can go ahead and take uh a quick 5 minute break. So just come back at 7:10 and I'm gonna type in the chat all of the problems from string one that we're gonna do. But yeah, in the meantime, you can just go ahead and take a break. And we'll be back. Actually, yeah, I'll give you till 7 uh 7:12-ish. But yeah. Uh Mohammed, do you have a question?
Yes, users like give us the answer, but in mine didn't say it is correct. And it says compile problem missing or in the illegal start of expression. See example code to help you with compile problems.
Uh okay. Okay. Oh yeah, for everyone else, you can take a break really quickly. Wait, Mohammed, can you
Copy it?
or let me just let you. Can you
Yes.
share your screen?
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, are you seeing it?
Yeah, I can see it. Oh, okay. At the end, you need to add a curly brace. So click enter
Enter.
and then put like a curly brace at the end. So it'll be on the yeah, and then that should work.
Is it down or up?
Either one works.
Oh, yay. Okay, thank you.
All right, yeah. You can go ahead and take a break and we'll be back soon. Yeah. All right. So so if everyone could come back. So I sent the problems that I would like you to do from string one in the chat. Uh so just whenever you finish a problem, just let me know so that I can just keep track of the progress everyone's making. So yeah, you can go ahead and get started. Uh I'll I'll leave these methods up here since these are pretty important. Um so yeah. Mohammed, you have a question?
Yes. Is it in the same app? Right.
Yeah,
On that?
uh yeah, it's in the same place. If you go back, there was hello name right next to it. There should be another problem, make ABBA.
Yeah.
Um, and so I sent the names of all of the problems that
Oh, okay.
chat.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, and then just once again, if when you finish a problem, let me know in the chat. Mohammed, do you have a question?
Yeah. What does this mean? Given this string and A and B, return the result of putting them together in order. About example, hi and bye. Return hi, bye, hi.
So basically, you have there are two strings. So you have string A and string B, and it wants you to put it in an order so that you have A first, and then B, and then you have B again, and then you have A. So what you can do, just as a hint, is use this plus over here to combine the strings.
So first you put A plus B
Yeah, and then you want B and A also. So
between them plus but space A space plus space
uh,
B.
you don't need the space. You just need this one they don't want you to do the space, but um you can just have A plus B and then you can finish the rest. But yeah.
Right. Okay. And when we finish A plus B, so we press enter.
So it doesn't want you to just do A plus B. It also wants you to do it says make ABBA, right? So you have, for example, you have high, by, and then by high. So if you just do A plus B, then it'll say high by. But then you also want to add by high at the end. So you have to add more pluses and then add
So
more.
A plus B plus A plus B.
So you're close. But just flip instead of the last two being A plus B, you want to flip it so it'll be
B plus A.
yeah. So try that, see if it works.
Nope, doesn't work.
Uh yeah, just paste your code in the chat and then I can help. So yeah, if anyone needs help, just paste their code and I can Yeah. Okay, so it's so make sure to put a return. Put before you type that, just say return and then type that. So you have to add the word return before it.
A plus B. I see. Doesn't work.
Just wait, can you paste your code again?
Okay.
Paste all of it, all of your. Uh, make sure, Mohammed, make sure you have a semicolon at the end. Lena, you have a question?
Yeah, the code is I wrote trying answer equal and um like can I paste it?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you teach me how to paste? Because I don't know.
Oh, so just use your mouse to highlight the code that you want to paste.
Yeah.
So it should be in like it should be highlighted in blue.
Mhm.
Then so you want to find on your keyboard, find command or control. Uh it's like it's either command or it'll be CTRL.
Yeah. CTRL.
Okay, and then hold that down and then click C.
C.
Okay, and
Mhm.
so then go to the chat,
Mhm.
and then so hold CTRL again,
C.
and then click V, and then it should paste it.
Okay. Here.
Okay. Wait, which problem are you doing?
The first one.
Okay. So you also need to add name. So it should be string answer equals. I'll just type it. Where
Nene.
is it?
Nene. Nene. You. Maya. Me.
So yeah, you also need to have a name between. Yeah.
Thank you. Right. Oops.
Mohammed, you have a question?
Yes, so I'm stuck at the second one. So I I didn't say A plus B plus B plus A. I write string A plus string B.
Wait, what's the problem one? Is this make ABBA?
Second one.
What's
String
it called?
A make ABBA.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So is it right? String A plus
Oh,
string B.
the return A plus B plus B plus A, that's correct. That should work.
But it doesn't work.
Put a semicolon at the end. I just said you have to add a semicolon. Can you paste your code again in the chat?
It did work.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I just forgot only one thing. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Mohammed, you have a question?
Yes, I'm in the third one. It is like kind of hard.
Okay.
Make tags.
Make tags. Okay. So try to what I'd say is try to make the first tag. So here I can give you so in the chat I just sent you this is the code that you can use to make the first tag.
So like copy and paste 2 times or 3 times or something. That didn't work.
Oh, wait, so that's not the complete answer.
Oh,
But
so I press enter.
wait, so yeah, this is a start. So this is like the start tag. So basically you want to have the start tag, then you want to have the word after. So if you look in the first line, there's string tag and string word. So you want to have um you want to have like the the less than or greater to symbol. You want the tag there. Then after that, you want to add the word, and then you want to add the end tag. So
So then create
um
I.
it's not always going to be I. It can be uh it's just going to be the variable tag. So uh
Oh, try I. And after this, somebody press the division.
yeah, so the division symbol that's for that's for the end tag. Uh
Yes. I write I, then division I. I will send it to you.
okay. If you're for anyone that's done with a problem or just anyone who's like completed a problem, let me know so that I can just keep track of the pacing that everyone is going in.
I sent it.
Okay. Wait, take out the I part because the I is only for it's not always going to be I. There can be like something else in there. Like
Rewrite like MO or APCB.
it can be so you just want to it's what you know is it's going to be some tag. So uh here, I can give you another line so you can say this. So this line, it'll do the one with the division symbol. I just sent it to you. And then, so combine, start.
Wait, shall I press enter?
Yeah, press enter and then add this. Combine start tag plus word plus. And then, so we want to do combine the
Where,
start tag.
where do you put it? In the middle or at the bottom of the end tag?
Uh, put it at the, wait, put what? Put,
The combine start tag plus word plus
yeah.
end tag and return it.
This is not code. I'm just giving you the instructions. So try to figure it out. So you want to find a way to combine the strings together. Um,
Didn't work. I will send it. I will send the code.
okay. Take out the part with like the H and the division symbol and H. You don't need the
Okay.
okay, and then figure out a way to combine. So hang on. So combine start tag plus the word plus end tag and so this is not code. I'm just trying to give you a
What just happened? Something. What just happened? Here it is. So, oh, Demorou como?
All right, we'll work on this stuff for 10 more minutes, and then I can go over solutions. So yeah, get as far as you can. But if you can't complete everything, that's perfectly fine. But yeah, see what you can get done. Mohammed, do you have a question?
Um, I will stop at the third one, but because it's kind of hard, I'm trying to see what is the solution.
Uh, can you just paste your code for whatever problem you're working on and I can try to help?
Did you see I copied it? Did you see it?
Yeah.
So in the equals sign after it, slowly put any letter or something.
So wait, hang on. Let me give you, so return. No, I'll give you the return. All right, try this. This combines the start tag with the word and the end tag.
In the middle,
Put that at the end.
didn't work.
Wait, paste all of your code. And again, just
When I say return at the beginning,
don't wait, take out the return at the beginning.
I returned.
Take out the return at this.
Yeah, I removed it.
Try this. I think it should work.
Didn't work.
What is there
It says illegal character.
wait, can you paste everything, like including the function at the top and everything?
I mean the public string make tag, string tag,
Yeah,
string
yeah.
word. Okay. So that erase it.
No, wait, just copy it so that I can
Copy or don't copy it.
wait, yeah, copy it so that I can just see everything. Um,
I think I did a mistake.
okay, wait, can you just put it all in one? All in
Yeah,
one.
I erased it. I put it the home to middle.
Uh, yeah, this should work. Let me just try it from this. Mohammed, it still doesn't work.
Can I share my page to see what is wrong now? Because I have a lot.
Sure, yeah. Oh, okay. You need to tab. So you need to have tab. So wait, after for each one, you need to put a tab at the start. I don't know if that, let me just try it again. Oh, uh,
Look,
wait, okay, wait. I think it's your quotation marks. Just, uh, try to type them in like manually. In the second line, type in the quotation marks. Just retype them in.
where?
And the end tag, there are quotations that you should type in again.
So,
No, uh,
the equation.
you see the black quotation mark? You should just delete and retype it. So that, because
Delete and write it again.
yeah, just do that for everything in that line. I think if you copy paste it from Zoom, then it'll do that. So, uh, there's still some ones on the second line that you have to, you see like the ones that are like more curly. Yeah. And then do that for the second, yeah, that one. Try this. Yeah, I think this is fine. This should work. Okay, there we go.
Finally.
All right. So since we're almost out of time, I'll go over the answers. Um,
I don't start.
let me see.
Oh, so let's start.
We have like around 10 minutes left, so I'll just go over the answers that I had. So yeah, this one we went over. So for make ABBA, it said given two strings, return the result. Um, oh yeah, if you're still working, just turn your attention to this really quickly so that uh I can just go over the answers. Uh, so for this one, it wanted you to print, so there are two strings, A and B. It wanted you to print the first string, then the second string, then the second string, then the first string. So in this case, we returned A plus B plus B plus A. And so if I run this, it works. So like if the first string was high and the second string was by, it would print high, by, high. So that's make ABBA. For make tags, so basically I split this up so it's just easier to follow. But so you can have the start tag that you create. So the start tag, it has the less than or greater than symbols, and then in between it has whatever the string tag is. So it can be I, it can be cite, just whatever was passed in here. So I created the start tag. Then I created the end tag, which has the greater than, also has, it's different from the start tag because it has the division symbol. And then yeah, it has the greater than symbol. And so now once we have the start tag and the end tag, I just combined everything at the end. So it has the start tag, it has the word in the middle, which can be, any of these, yay, hello. And then I have the end tag. So yeah, this one works. All right, so make out word. So for this one, you're given a string of length 4. So you know it's 4 characters long, and you're given another text after it. And what you want to do is basically take out the first two. So you want to take out the first two characters, then you want to put the word, and then you want to put the last two characters. So just taking this first one as an example, we have this, this one, and this one. So if we remember our indexes, this starts at 0, this starts at 1. Oh, sorry, this index is 0, this index is 1, this index is 2, and this index is 3. So if we want to get the first two ones, we can use, remember, our substring method. So we can do dot substring. This case it's out dot substring. And then so we start at 0. That's the first one. And then we go to our end index. So our end index is 1. But then remember, since it's exclusive, we want to add 1. So instead of putting 1 in here, I'll put 2. And then to get that last part, we want to start at 2 and go all the way to the end. So for that, we can use the other substring with just one parameter. So we do out dot substring, and then we pass in 2, and it'll get everything over here. So that's what I've done over here. I've gotten the start, which is the first two letters or first two characters. Then I got the end, which is the rest of the characters. And after that, I printed the start plus the word that they gave, and then plus the end, which is the last two characters. So yeah, if I run this, then it will, so yeah, it gives everything correct. All right. Then, uh, next one, extra end. So basically for this problem, what it wanted you to do was take the last two characters of the string and repeat that 3 times. So for this case, let's say we take hello. It wanted us to take these two and then repeat that 3 times. So we don't know how long the string is. So, it can be we don't exactly know how long the string is. But what we can use is the method str.length. Remember dot length gives the length of the string. So like in this case, the length of the string is equal to 5. So then if we want to get the last, remember we want to get the last two characters. So in this case, we start at 3. So in order to get the last two characters, we can do str dot length minus 2, and that will give us the start index over here. And this works. So, so the length of this one is 5. If we do 5 minus 2, it's equal to 3. And so yeah, and that's the index for L, which is where we want to start. And we can do this for any string. So if it was like length 6, we would get 6 minus 2, 4, and that would give us 4 and 5, which are the last two indexes. So after that, so once we've found the index that we want to start at, we can use substring. So yeah, str, let me just use the code. So there's str.substring, and then I start at this index, the str.length minus 2, and go all the way to the end. So this will get, like, for example, in hello, this will get the LO. For AB, it gets AB. And then after that, I return this string added together 3 times. So yeah, if I run this, then it will uh give everything. Uh then clear this. Okay, couple more problems. So there was first half. So this just gets the first half of the string. So basically, so in order to get the entire length of the string, we do str.length. And then if we want to go halfway, we do the entire length divided by 2. And since it's even, then that will cut us off at exactly half of the string. So we can go from 0 all the way to half of the string's length. And so that'll give us the substring from there to there. So yeah, this works. Then next one is without end. So this will basically take out the first character and the last character. So like let's say we have hello. It starts with index 0, then index 1, then index 2, then index 3, then index 4. We want to take out this last index, and then we want to take out this first index. So we want our starting index to always be 1, since we don't want to include the first one. So we do substring starting at 1, and then we don't, so for hello, this last one is 4, but we don't always know what it's going to be. So we just take the length of the entire string, and then we can subtract 1 from it to figure out like whatever this number is going to be. And then in this case, it's 5, since that's the length, minus 1, that'll give us 4. And 4 is the index we need for our end, since remember, it's exclusive. So yeah. So if you take the substring from 1 to str.length minus 1, that'll give you all the letters that are in between. Mohammed, I'll get to you at the end. I just have a couple of more things to go over. Okay, so non-start. So basically, non-start, this problem wanted you to take 2 strings and include everything except the starting letter. So what I did is I took the substring starting from index 1, and remember, like with this one, so like with this one, if we want to go from 1 all the way to the end, we can just do str.substring 1. So that would give us ELLO. And we can do the same thing for the other string. So this will give us for string A, it'll give us everything except the first letter. String B, it'll give us everything except the first letter. And then if we want to combine that together, we can do return first plus second. And so yeah, this will give us this gives us a solution. All right, for our last problem, all right, so for our last problem, it wanted us to take the first two letters and wrap it around to the end. So in order to get the first two letters, so I can just write out this example. Hello. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. To get the first two letters, we do substring from 0, comma 2. So yeah, that'll give us the first two letters. And then to get the rest, everything from 2 onwards, we can do substring 2. So what I did is I did str.substring 2 to get the last part, and then I added the first two letters at the end. And so that should give us the solution. All right. Okay. So yeah. That'll be it for today. When we come back next class, we'll get started on chapter 3. So yeah, if you have no questions, you can go ahead and leave. So yeah, we'll see you again tomorrow at 6. And Mohammed, I'll get to your question. Okay. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Bye. Okay, Mohammed, do you have a question?
Yes, I have a question. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So on the make tag, wait, that's on make out world doesn't work.
Okay. Let me see.
I'll print. I will copy it.
Okay, wait. I can just give you here. This should work. Since we're out of time, I'll just give you does this work? Oh, you need to capitalize the string in the essence string.
A string.
So in string, the first letter should be capitalized. So